start. All right, I'm recording now. All right, let me
All
check
right,
my
cool.
email real quick and see what I got so we can get you set up here.
So yeah, I tried this a couple times, bro, but I have not succeeded in this bundle game or this meme coin game. But I didn't get a node or a VPS or anything like that before.
Okay, cool. So what we'll do then is we'll set you up first then with the VPS. Once you set up the VPS, we'll install. Well, you want to probably download Discord so you can install at least the CoinWave installation files on the Discord. And then from that point on, what we'll do is we'll set you up with a node, so that way we whitelist the node to the IP address of the VPS. And then from there, we'll install everything,
perfect.
and we should be ready to rock and roll at that point.
And I'll be able to install that VPS on another computer, correct?
Yeah, so the VPS lives in the cloud in a way. Well, theoretically, it's not in the cloud. It's somewhere near Solana. The one that you have is actually Virginia, I believe. It's either Virginia or New York. But it's an actual machine that's literally connected near Solana blockchain. And yeah, you can go anywhere in the world as long as you have access to a remote desktop connection. You should be able to connect with IP and then, you know, authorize that all good.
Perfect.
Yes, yes, sir. So let's see here. 1 second. Let me just wait for this email to come through.
The coin file. Yeah, I got a coin idea, bro. I wanted to kick it by you and see what you thought.
I bet.
You know who's buying, by the way. Oh, you did?
Yep, I just put it in the ticket. That's what you're gonna use to log in. Do you know how to use the desktop connection on PC?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool. So log into that, and then right now what I'll do is
you have to do this through remote desktop?
Yeah, that's correct. And what I'll do is I'll set it up so that way I'll forward you some instructions. So after we're done with our whole entire session today, you can change up the password and do whatever you want. So you'll have that information too. Okay. So let me get that over to you right now in your ticket. 1 second.
Okay, cool.
Got it. Okay. All right, cool. So that last thing I just placed in there is how to change your password as soon as we're finished. Okay, but right now log in, and then what we're gonna do is first thing first, I guess we can get the software, you know, actually installed properly onto the VPS, and then at that point, we can go ahead and proceed to get the node and integrate that in for you. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna roll.
So sounds good. So theoretically, we'll be able to make money if I get the 1 day node, correct?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Man, and there's so many different tactics. Like, well, that's what I really want to jump in with you is like all the different avenues from VAMs to LARPs to, you know, freaking even streaming like coins nowadays. That's a new like niche. So there's so much different things to go into. Me personally, though, I'm actually getting more involved into the creative side of things, where I just purchased like beyond the whole, you know, bundler stuff. I have now like streaming IRL cameras and shit. So I'm finding real like live cancer patients and going out there and literally streaming them for Pump Fund and onboarding them, because those things are sending the real projects. You know what I'm saying?
So you're looking for real people to help them out?
Yeah, exactly. If you look on Pump right now, live stream, and you'll see like, even if it's just like feeding homeless people, like a lot of projects that are sending are just real people just doing real things. But the problem, and a lot of people don't realize it, and I just put a video out there today, but the problem is that the software and the hardware that's required for you to invest in is like almost $4 to $5K just to run a continuous stream of like a nice stream in real life. That's why like a lot of time in Pump Fund, you'll see a lot of people behind their computers at home using Wi-Fi, and now that people are really remotely going out, because the one, if you use a phone, your data plan might be edged up, and if it's not edged up, you might be in a bad remote location, and the whole vibe is just off. People are kind of scared about their bags anyways, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but if you give like a whole production behind it, then it's like, oh shit, like he's really legitly doing this. He's going out live, doing that, doing that. So I spent like the last week or two basically putting some of money down for like the 4K camera, the hot pud, like all the gear needed, so I can get outside of this office and basically bring projects that are actually real to you guys, the developers and the snipers.
That's dope.
Because there's only so much like
Which,
recorded videos can go.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which remote desktop software do you use? Because it's saying that I don't have one.
Do you have PC
on my Windows?
On Mac. Okay, so
I have PC.
Go to it's actually embedded. It should be natively installed. If you go to your search field, and you type in remote.
Oh, I searched. Yeah, I checked that, and it's not. It's saying that it's not installed.
Okay, so then we can just go to.
No, I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Google it.
We just go to Google, type in remote desktop connection. It's free.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir. Ski.
Remote desktop. There it is. Yeah, I got it.
Thanks for your patience, by the way. I had to make some adjustments earlier today to put me back a little bit.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. I made you wait for a little while too. I'm sorry for that too.
No, you're good.
I had to get everything going.
Hey, it's all good. We're here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm excited, bro.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because I've been talking about this for months, man. Like I've just been researching and talking about it, and just this is all I've been thinking about, bro.
Nice.
Just making this happen.
Once you have the tools in your hand, is one thing. Then it's about figuring out what narrative niche you want to go into. Whether it be, like I said, LARP or actual CT projects. Like actually, Coinbase, matter of fact, Coinwave, my bad, has internally built into their system a CT tracking. So like you could basically track all these high premium X accounts and like basically create projects right off the top of the like launch when these things.
Yeah,
it's really cool. That's another way of making some money though. People do that for a living when they're looking for basically plays online, like news that's happening. People die, Charlie Kirk or someone died. They boom, news creates.
Yeah, easy meme.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I see one just now before we just jumped on our call here. It was Charlie Kirk Time. I don't know if Time magazine might have just released something, but obviously they did that and they bundled it. And basically from that point on, they just farmed the charts for a good 5-10 minutes and made a good $6,000.
What? How do these guys do the big projects? Like, do you do big projects like on decks, like a deck screener?
Yeah, honestly, even little projects I consider to be not really big, but like I always pay decks regardless, just because.
It makes it look better.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, last week, I actually just recorded and put it on my YouTube. But we did a vid project where they bundled for about 38.5 soul, give or take 8-9 grand, and then basically profit was about 100 soul, and so this project was with a team of people I had. I was the dev, and there was the investor, and then there was also the marketer guy. But we all worked conglomerately together. But yeah, it's like a 3-hour video. It's on my YouTube. If you want to check it out.
Yeah, for sure. I started to watch some of it. I watched. I've been watching the ones with Ware29.
Oh yeah,
where you guys were talking about Coinwave. That's why I got Coinwave. That's why I rented it, because that seems to be the bundler all of you guys are recommending.
I got you. Yeah. So let me, and even though this is on the record, he knows this. I don't really like talk shit about people, but let me just give you a full on breakdown of everything, so that way you moving forward have a full understanding what's going on here. So, I would consider 29 like a basically an influencer, but he's pretty good at LARP. We know what LARP is?
No, it's LARP.
LARP is live action role play, which means that he theoretically is playing a character to the masses, but in reality, it's not really a thing. Now,
it's not really him.
Yeah, and well, the thing about it, to be completely frank with you, like he was one of my students in my class. Just simply like you are, and the thing about it is, when I met him, he literally had like $300 to his name. He'll tell you this too. That's not anything about it, but the thing about it is, he's not going in and like bundling like that. Like he literally, what he did is what a man. Okay, let me give you a good scenario. Okay, you see my I'm very. You see my screen, right? You see me?
I do not.
Okay. If you go back to Discord, you'll see me. I think you'll click on my profile.
I clicked on it. It shows looks like a ninja star and no camera.
Oh shit! Hold on 1 second. My bad. The whole time.
No, you're good. There you are.
That was me the whole time.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So you see me now?
yeah, I see you.
Okay, perfect. So basically, this is what happened. This is the type of person who essentially will. His first project he did is this. He went to down the street. He literally walks outside of his place. Most devs in the Solana world, they like stay, at their computers trying to make money. But this guy, went outside the box, literally. So he goes down the street. He finds this homeless guy, and he goes live on his phone. He knows about bundling. He understands the mechanism of it, but he's not using particularly the actual tool sets at the time. He still makes a shitload of money because of the fact of all the quote unquote LARP, the live action role play. What it means is no one knew in the world that this quote unquote homeless person had like a second agenda. Like it was like almost as if it was staged in a sense, right? And so he bought from multiple different wallets, but just using Phantom. Like he literally used a Phantom wallet, but he had like 4 or 5 phones. So since he's he wasn't like crazy rich or whatever, but he had 4 or 5 phones, so he could easily buy 5 different wallets, from Fine. So when that happened, he went live on one of the phones with the homeless guy, and the charts went crazy because they thought this is before Pump Fun. I'm live. This is before Pump Fun and not before Fun, but this is before like people were like streaming like crazy like that, and before even like it was actually before streaming was censored, because on Pump Fun it used to be able to like fucking throw guns or fire guns out of your window without getting banned. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it was a whole other world a year ago, but. He basically, when he came in, he was already doing like influencer, like OnlyFans, like girls would go and do essentially like streaming videos for him, and he was basically making money that way. So he knew that live actual views and videos made people buy, and so by coming to this homeless dude who had had made a homeless coin, next thing you know it, once the charts got to about like 800K, those 5 wallets that he previously bought into it, he'd sold them, and they were higher positions. They were like he had like, I think 4% each wallet, 5, 10, so 4, 8, 2, 6, 0. That's 20% already right there. And five phones, 4% each. That's about 20%. So one time, the project got to about $1 million market cap. He dumped all 5 wallets and made like a quick 100K. And theoretically, I just tell the story because in reality, a bundler can do that. A mass sniper, like a coin wave situation, can do exactly what we're talking about. He just did it the hard way because he didn't know theoretically how to use, the VPSs, the nodes, and all that good stuff. He didn't know how to do that, but he LARPs like he does. So when I'm saying live LARPs, I LARP as in live action role play. So I'm just giving you the full transparency of things so you have an understanding.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, thank you.
Cool. And if he was here listening right now, he know I wasn't talking shit. He'll be like, yeah, he's right.
Yeah, for sure.
But he'll be in his meetings and on his Twitch or his Telegram telling people he used that bundler, this bundler, and in reality he's just pushing sales. So yeah.
Everyone's tripping on him about his coin he launched though, huh? The cancer baby.
Wait, what coin did he launch?
No, didn't he launch the cancer baby?
Oh yeah, the
no, didn't he?
That
that's like that's the big one, the cancer baby. That's why everybody dislikes him or whatever.
Yeah. Well, mainly it's just because it's the LARP. The thing about a LARP dev is that, you're going to take 20-30% out of the contract immediately, and people don't have the time to essentially recover. There's no like reversal in the chart because you took out X amount of liquidity. Whether it's if you're using this bundler tool, for example, right? Especially with CoinWave, because CoinWave gives you the ability to set up limiters. So theoretically speaking, what you could do is set up your wallet so that way they easily exit out slowly, not affecting the chart too crazy to the point where people actually trust you still, or like, oh yeah, let's still ape into this project. Whereas, 29, he's just gonna nuke the chart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just gonna see the red line.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, were you able to get the?
Yeah, I'm trying to connect to it right now.
Okay, perfect, awesome. But yeah, he'll nuke the charts. But But for the most part, like I said, if you're able to bring in like some type of new something that's new to the people haven't seen, or if they've seen it before, it's a turning point. Like example, uh, there was a coin the other day that came out. It was called Runner, and it just had some random fat dude running on a treadmill, and literally people sending something like that. If you see something like that sending, you're like, oh, there's a guy on a treadmill. Oh, okay. There's a guy on a treadmill. He's running. Well, what do you got to do? Well, you put a woman on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? And then you do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. No outs. The wheels already been built for you in a sense, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
So the coin that I came up with, do you know who Bonnie Blue is?
Oh, the porn star.
Yeah, porn star. Because she just did that thing where she fucked. What was it? 1,000.
Oh shit! That was this month. That was yesterday.
That was like a couple months ago. She fucked 1,058 guys.
Oh yeah. I heard about 1,058
in a 12-hour period.
What?
No, now she's doing a bang bus. Now she got a bang bus.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's taking it to the next level.
That's crazy. I mean, like,
but
we see like all these girls trying to like be infatuated with 100, 3,000 guys in one day. Like, where's the guys that saying I'm gonna fuck 10,000 girls in like 2 weeks? I'm saying, like,
yeah, exactly. What happened with that?
People, would they be impressed with that? They'd be like, "Oh, really?" But so what's your idea with the coin, though?
We wanted to do Bonnie Blue official pump.
Okay, does that mean is she attached to it at all? Like, is there a specific narrative where she's going to be?
No. We got her pick, but that's what I was going to ask you. Can we use her like that, or can we get in trouble for that?
No, I mean DeFi is DeFi, so that's why people are hiding behind numerical wallets rather than their government names. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you're not going to get in trouble for plagiarism if she don't know who to fucking sue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But in regards to that, I'm gonna give you a little something here though that also could help push there this little. Recently, I just talking to a student who was saying that he had involved in a project where it was like a pump situation, like a pump fund, like a pump coin, but not a pump coin. It was like the I forget what the name of it was, but the whole narrative, as far as specifically LARP, was they had a AI voice clone of Alon, of the CEO of Pump One, right? And what they did is they basically used Restream, which is a service that people use to basically stream to other YouTube kicks and et cetera, et cetera. It's called Restream.io, and what they allow to do is use a custom Restream feed to send that to Telegram. So what happens is when people went into the Telegram sort of X, they go in the room, and next thing you know, they see a meeting happening, and then people join the chat, and they couldn't unmute themselves, but what they could do is hear what's going on, and all they were hearing was what supposedly sounded like Alon's voice talking about this secret coin that he's launching, and he didn't want he's not going to put it on his on Pump.Fun website, but really it's a LARP. So people were aping in like crazy, thinking it was really him, but really it was just a AI core tape playing, So in your fashion, since you're doing Bonnie, if you were to get her voice of whatever, and she's like, oh guys, blah blah blah, she's chatting, it could help you with bids, and this is what a LARP tactic would be essentially.
So find her saying something about just you can get AI to do it.
Yeah, theoretically, the way it would work is you would use a software called 11 Labs, which is AI voice training, and so you can use that. I think it costs like $10, and you would basically with about a 45-second clip of her voice, it would train, and then you can literally type out whatever you wanted to say, and it would literally come off as her.
That'd be sick.
There's a lot of things you could do nowadays with specifically with AI, like for example. Even with, what's it called? Banana. The Google Banana allows you now to edit photos, images, like Photoshop or crack. So what you could do is take the image of her and put a T-shirt on her with the ticker, and then saying, guys, I'm going live and blah blah blah. These bids.
That's a good idea. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Absolutely, because you know what? Let me actually show you to verbatim, if you like. You're still in the process of installing the VPS, correct?
Yeah. I'm getting that done.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. So yeah, let me go ahead and open up my computer so you can see it, and I'll show you a little example of what you could do. Matter of fact, if you like it, I'll send it to you so you can even use it for your discussion here. So let me share my
Cool.
screen. Go entire, and let's go to this one here. All right, so this is a tool we'll use, Higgs field. So what we'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll show you how to do this with basically we're talking about shilling, how to possibly LARP shield.
LARP shield.
LARP shield, yeah, LARP shield 101.
Sounds good to me.
This right here is called Higgs field soul. It's a very, very powerful program to edit anything you want. So what we would simply do is go to create image right here.
Okay.
Now what we want to do is set this up from soul to Higgs to banana. There it is, nano banana. It's a premium thing. I'm gonna log in real quick because I have access to this thing here. Pardon me. So now I'm in here. Soul. All right, let's change it to nano banana. Bam, there it is. And now what we're simply gonna do is get a picture of her. So let's go to the internet real quick. What's her name? Bonnie Blue, right?
Bonnie Blue, yeah.
Bonnie Blue. That's probably her fucking like stage name. I bet her fucking real name is like Carolyn Johnson.
Yeah, probably.
Real name.
You're probably right.
Oh my gosh. That's her name. Tia Bellinger is her name. Tia Bellinger. Hey, if someone really saw her in real life, like the one real way to fucking get to a person like that that's been sleeping with another is don't call her Bonnie, call her Tia, because that really affects them. They're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you know me? Like, what?
Hell yeah.
Who are you? Don't worry about it, Tia. I know you. Anyways, yeah. So let's grab a Tia and make it yours. So, holy shit. Okay, so this is a good picture, I think, because we can put a t-shirt on her. We can put her in different background. So we'll save this image here, and we'll just save it as like BB for Bonnie Blue.
Can you show me the best way to shill and stuff like that? Because I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
I have no idea. Yeah, cool. Because I don't know where to promote or any of that.
Okay, yeah, for sure, no problem. So let me just show you this, and I'll give you some assets here to work with. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take that image we just downloaded and bring it in here. So I'm gonna drag that into here, and then it's uploading here. Let me just go. Actually, let me just open it up real quick. Bam. All right, cool. Let me save it real quick as a JPEG. Sometimes these files need to be saved as JPEGs for them to work the best way. Picture, JPEG, save. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna go back into here, plus, and we're gonna add her pictures. Okay, BB, there she is. All right, and then I'm gonna say add a t-shirt saying, what's the ticker name?
BBOP, Bonnie Blue Official Pump.
BBOP. She is standing in front. Where do you want her to stand instead of the picture? Because people obviously going to try to look at it, find that picture, and if they can't find it, they'll be like, oh, it's real. So where do you want her to stand?
In front of, what do you think?
How about she should be standing in front of like maybe
in front of a bunch of guys behind her.
Yep.
Yeah, in front of a bunch of guys.
There.
She always does those photos. It's crazy.
All right, let's see how what will happen here. We'll generate like actually we could generate 4 of them. We'll generate 4 at the same time.
See what comes up.
Yep. So we got actually 4 or 5 going right now. Cook it up. In the meanwhile, how's your thing going with the VPN?
It's connecting now. I'm connecting. I'm just putting in the password.
Beautiful. Nice. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, we're getting it.
Yes, sirski.
Okay.
Okay, so we got one thing came out. That's crazy. we can
She's
actually
fucking a
tell it to
whore.
make it more realistic too. Like right now, it's kind of like I say, taken from a iPhone, iPhone non cinematic, real life image. All right, cool. So I got a whole bunch of ideas, but we're gonna actually do another one generation, and this
All
one
right, cool.
they should come out like they came from like a selfie.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Selfie style.
Okay, it's booting up.
Okay, so sounds like a plan.
PowerShell's open.
Sweet. All right, sweet. So once you get to your desktop, you're gonna want to go to
Okay.
Coinwave. I believe it's coinwave.gg, I think, or something like that. Or wait,
Yeah.
coinwave.com or something like that. I forgot. But yeah, go there,
Take
log
out
in and everything, and you know, let me know when you're fully in there.
Coinwave.gg. Do you know how long they're gonna have this special for it being only 16 sold for lifetime?
I think that
Do you know when they're gonna like raise the price?
honestly, to be completely frank, I don't think they are. If
Oh,
anything,
okay,
they're gonna
that's just
just. The reason why I say that is because that there's more and more bundlers coming to the table, and some bundlers are actually even free. To be honest with you, like I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there's a bundler called, for example, Vortex, and those that use it, they
yeah,
just
Vortex.
charge
Yep.
0.08, I believe, on their profits. So that's a way of using kind of a free bundler, and also you can get away with mixing. But yeah, there's more and more bundlers that are created. It takes the market and people essentially, and there's more Solana rises too, like $250 a soul. So, the more it rises, it's probably going to be hard to sustain more customers with that unless people are completely printing. It used to be a point. It used to be a point where people could print without having to have any real narrative because it was just volume that was attracting the market. Like people would drop 35 wallets into one place at one time, and then people, like, snipers would bid on them and easy sell and dump, profit like literally overnight rinsing. But now, as you see, the market's like, all right, we need this. We don't need bubble maps. We need this. The people are more like understanding like what they want, comparing because all the rug pulls have happened.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it'll work. Let's see here. This is crazy. She's taking like literally a selfie on her fucking phone. Um, but yeah, I mean, that is interesting right there. Wow. If she was on her knees, but now I'll give you all these to use though. I'll send this all to you so you can have them.
That'd be
Download.
dope. Thank you very much, bro.
Absolutely, download.
You think this coin will hit, or you never know?
You never know, like with the market, you know how it is. I think that right now streaming coins are definitely in. And so my eye is usually on that section more than anything right now on Pump is the live stream section. But you never know.
Okay, got you.
Let me send this to you though, so you got this. Boom. Right, send. All right, there you go. So there's at least 9 assets there you can play with for your project.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Absolutely.
How long do you think I should let it run, or how long do you recommend?
It's up to you. What are you planning on like bonding? I mean, as far as your bundle, what are you planning on bundling with?
I was just thinking of planning a pump and dump.
But what's your plan as far as pumping the market? How much are you trying to pump the market to, like as far as Solana price? Because
I got well, that's the thing. That's what I want to learn from you. All that. So basically, I got like $1,000
okay,
that I can play with.
okay. So right now, 1,000. Let's break that down and see what that will get you from actually from a perspective as far as like off the top, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up my bundle. I mean my Solana calculator here real quick. Hold up, BTC. All right, Solana. So $1,000 in Solana is 4.9 Sol. Okay, so
All right.
theoretically speaking, 4.9. Let's just call it 5 Sol. So 5 Sol right now. We can actually go to Pump Fund right now off the top and see what type of percentage we could get with that. And we'll just go to like a random dead coin, just so we don't have to create nothing. So we'll just go
All
to
right.
advanced here, and let's go to the dead zone here. That's not dead. That's fucking 20. Actually, funny if I clicked on one and just randomly sent to millions of dollars. It's always my luck. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, let's see here. Let's go to one that's super old. You know what? I could go to one of
So
my ones.
is this ID? Is that the product key
Where?
for CoinWave?
Oh, P key. It's going to be your actual key that you. So when you purchased it, the 3-day or whatever it was, it came with a license.
Yeah.
Yeah, that license.
So it says license details and it says ID. That's the.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, cool.
So the market cap right now, if nothing is in the fucking contract, is like basically 3.9%. What the fuck? Hold on. Damn. That's crazy. Some wallets just got way too much money to spend. This wallet has like 40. Okay, anyways, so this wallet right here, 3.9K market cap is basically bare bottom. So if you put 5 Sol on this bad boy right now, let's see what that would essentially technically get you. 205 million tokens. So that's theoretically like 20%, I believe. 20%. But this is the thing. That's 20% is not theoretically fully accurate because that 5 Sol buy will get you like your percentage pretty high on the actual market cap here, right? And you won't be good. You want to distribute that 5. Theoretically, what you want to do is you want to distribute that 5 into a lot of different holders because the market is impressed with a lot of people buying it. It doesn't have to be a lot of money, but it's impressed with a lot of holders, rather than just one holder buying for 4 or 5 Sol. I feel, to be completely frank and honest with you, that you're not really going to be able to leverage too much with 5 Sol because currently the price of Sol right now is, what is it, hold on a second, I'll tell you exactly what it is. 203. It is kind of lowering down because it was like a lot higher.
190 something.
Yeah, yeah. So it's teetering in the 200s right now. But theoretically, I remember when Sol was like $100, and so with 5 Sol, that's literally like 500 bucks. Right now, that only gets you. I mean, It's hold on, let me see. 5 Sol gets you 1,000. What was it? Sol 1,000. Yeah, 5 Sol gets you 1,000 practically right now, but back in the day, it used to get you 10. It used to be able to get you basically 10 Sol now. You see what I'm saying? Like double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, what if I put in because you don't lose this money, correct?
So how it works is the dev buy does not lose money because it's the first to buy. The transaction fees, however, you can't stop that. So it's like whatever Solana is at that point. I think it's like $2, $4, $3, $6, whatever it may be. That's the transaction fees. Boom. But yeah, besides the dev is safe. This is considered block 0. I can actually show you this better.
Because I could honestly put, like, if I put everything I got, bro, if that's what you recommend, I could put another 1,500.
So let me show you. I'm gonna break it down for you a lot easier. I'm gonna go into my whiteboard here. Whiteboard free online. So I want to really give you like as much information as possible here, so you have a full education on this moving forward, because that way it'll help you decide certain things moving forward, right? So let me
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. online board. You still see my screen, right? It's the board.
Yeah, I still see you.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's see. Perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna write a scenario here, and this scenario will help you basically determine like how to move. So the first thing first, you got the dev. We'll call it right here. That this is pump fun right here. How it starts, and you got the dev. Now the dev here essentially is this thing right here. This particular block here, we can call this block 0. Okay. Now block 0 is a place where you can basically buy supply. It's like it's like a safe haven zone. Like no sniper can get into block 0, so you don't have to worry about that. And also on block 0, you can buy from the dev whether it be 1 soul, 2 soul. You can buy 5,000 soul. No one can basically front run you. If you bought 5,000 soul, the worst you would take less out of it would probably be like $4 or $5 or whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the transaction fee. Now let me show you the pros and cons of this. So you have kind of like a devil's advocate, so to speak. So that way you know why people aren't doing this and why they are doing this. There's certain tactics on why people do certain things with certain bundlers, and that way if you have an understanding on that, it'll help you out for long periods of your time. Okay. So the pros we'll have right here, and then we'll have like essentially the cons on the side here. So the pros right here would be obviously we just have transaction fees, like you said. You don't miss any money on that. However, the cons on this is that it's only one person that has essentially access to this threshold. Now, theoretically, bundlers have this thing called safe mode, where they can split it into multiple people, like 20 people. The problem is, give you pros and cons. The pros is you got 20 wallets safely into block 0 here, which means that you can't be front ran. And you only have, let's say if every wallet of 20 makes maybe like max $6 or $7 of transaction fees, that's like 6 times 20, so that's like for $50-$60 of transaction fees for your $2,000, whatever maybe, hypothetically speaking, right? But the pros on it would be that yes, you have 20 wallets and the money split up. However, the cons is, and this is a con post 2025 January, because before that bundlers were coming in and not detected because things such as bullets, such as axioms, these trading platforms were still catching up, right? And so what happened is, back in the day, you should be been able to block 0 into this. You can still do it technically right now with CoinWave, still to this day. But it doesn't look good, because what happens is if everything's getting bundled into this block 0, from the con side of things, from this side, which is again the axioms, the trading platforms, etc., we now see this information like clear as day. Like, oh, it's bundled. It tells you, 1, it's bundled, and 2, it even if the bubble maps are clean, at least it tells the people out there it's like 75% bundled or 30% bundled. It just tells them right off the bat, and that's because of the information that it's giving is saying, hey, there's 20 wallets that was detected in block 0. The only person who's able to do this is a dev or a bundler, the same person, So that is theoretically what we call bundling. Now, what's happened over the years is, technically speaking, the tool that you have is not, which most people are using it for right now, is not bundling. And they say bundling is dead because all these platforms can see that these heavily are bundled, even if the platform 0. The only people that are exempt in a way, quote unquote, exempt. The only people, quote unquote, are exempt in a way are people that are high list influencers. Like if Donald Trump comes with a coin, no motherfucker cares if it's bundled. They expect it to be bundled. Like, why wouldn't it be bundled? It's like having security around you. You know what I'm saying? And so they get away. It's an exception to the rule. It's like, that fucking whoever, famous, whoever that one was bundled. But at the end of the day, it's like people expected it. Like they lined up to get the first bit as best way possible because they knew it was going to go to like Paris Hilton, for example, right? Her shit will be fucking bundled. You know what I'm saying? Block 0, and at that, not even block 0 bundled, but whoever developed it probably wouldn't even care, honestly, about bubble maps And as far as detecting the wallets, and you honestly, to be transparent with you, if you go to things such as X and you go to bubble maps themselves, and there's other different type of other sources too, but bubble maps themselves, they'll do like literally daily tweet studies telling people like, oh yeah, this particular celebrity chain or coin was heavily bundled, this and third, like literally giving a case study for it. But if you look at the science, they don't care because they know that people are gonna want to buy it anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's quote quote bundled. But now theoretically, what's happening here is what you're getting it for theoretically. And I'm gonna be honest with you because you don't have potentially. I mean, I don't know. You may or may not, but I'm saying from what I know, you may not have Paris Hilton on speed dial, right? So if you have Paris Hilton on speed dial, you're not theoretically looking into bundling anymore. You're looking into what we call mass sniping. Because what happens with mass sniping is another pros and cons. Let me give you this too. Here, let's break it down. Let me erase this a little bit. So mass sniping pros and cons are as follows. So let's put P for pros again, and over here it's going to be C for cons. Okay, so the mass sniping pros is you're now off of the bundle radar. So now, the bundle, the what's it called? The axioms and the trash forms, whatever, they don't detect it anymore, right? And I'll explain why and how later, but I'm just explaining to you the pros and cons now. So one, you're off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you're off the bundle radar. The second thing, which is the pro, is 9 times out of 10, if you know what you're doing, you're also off the bubble map radar, which means they don't look like they're connected to the same person or the same source of money coming from the same source. Off of bubble maps. Okay, so and they're two different things, by the way. Again, Bubble Maps has its own little icon on pretty much every different trading platform now, and then also the actual trading platform actually has a percentage of what they calculate to be particularly bundled or what not bundled. So those two things help not only actual real life traders when they look at the market to eyeball and see if they want to bid in, but also bots too. Those bots are automatically on AFK to buy into your project if they meet certain criteria parameters. You know what I'm saying? To be aware of that. So, those are pros. Now, the cons, however, is you have more chances. Not only first of all, the cons of both of them are fees. You can't get away with fees when it comes to Block Zero or Block
fees are ridiculous.
Yeah, but however, the problem with mass sniping is that not only are cons with fees, but also the cons would be front running. So theoretically, what I mean by that is that not only, let's say if you get a situation where you have, let's say 20 wallets and you fire 4 of them off and then 3 seconds later you fire another 4 of them off. Well, within that 3-second period, another person in the world could have got some, a wallet in between those 3 wallets. And then once your next 3 wallets come in, they're going to sold out for a little small profit, and people do that consistently. Let's say if you had 20 wallets and 3 came in and then 2 seconds later, another 3 came in, another 2 seconds, another 3 came in, another, just boom, 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 back to back, but still 2-second paces between them. Anybody coming in those 2-second spots can basically come in and come out and just fuck up your just cash flow if you don't get too many bits coming on, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
A lot of time in the market is guys have a great idea for a project they think it's going to send. They come in with $1,000, $2,000 worth of funds. They spread the wallets. They do things correctly where the bubble maps are not showing. They're mass sniping at this point. They're not bundling. They're mass sniping. And so now what happens is they even got to the point where they're even perhaps showing trading history wallets on, either wallets or, for example, going into CoinWave and actually showing that you can change each particular wallet to be, for example, Bullix1 or Axiom1 or, GMGN be another particular trading platform that it looks like it's coming from. You can do all that stuff as pre-production before the actual contract. But at the end of the day, the con is that someone can come in and basically come out real quick. It's just a Jeet game in a sense, right? So yeah. The more liquidity that you're doing that, right, though, whether it be $2,000 or $20,000, but the more liquidity you're doing that, the more chance you have for snipers, particularly snipers that we're talking about, to come in and take 1, 2, 3, 4 soul. And unless you get a lot of different bids on top of you, you're looking like, okay, I just came in with, for example, $5,000, but why am I 407? Why does it say $4,750? Is because these snipers just took 250 without even noticing it because they came in so and out so fast, calculated.
Yeah.
And so that's the con of particularly that side. Now, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see most people in the industry doing the mass sniping because people just don't trust bundled project unless there's a lot of liquidity. Like if you coming in, for example, you said, Warren, like I got about 200K. However, I do have a couple different people that want to do this, and third. Well, I'm like, well, you could take potentially this whole safe zero mode. Because at the end of the day, sometimes bundled shit could be 50% bundled, 65% bundled, still clean on bow maps, send already to deck screener. Send already to pump swap. No decks paid whatsoever, but still be getting bids because it has so much liquidity, and the average person doesn't have 150, 200K to play around with, so they don't think that's the one person, even though it says bundled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But if you come in a project and your market cap is, for example, 8,000, 9,000, 10, 11, 12 grand, then people are second thinking their lives coming into these market caps because they know if they put one soul into it, the moment you sell, they're instantly losing 50% of that soul compared to if they put that one soul at like 300K, Now, theoretically, you own 60% of the floor of 300K. It's the same results either way. But the whole idea is that you had enough liquidity to put into that motherfucker to pump that shit to that, so that way you can increase those bids because people don't know it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of that.
Okay, got you.
So, just to go back at everything right now, you have essentially A, which is the safe zero situation, and then so you have B. But now, theoretically, what really will help you out in the long run is your project itself, like the actual meme itself. Now, ideas are one thing. Like I think the idea you have is cool, but I honestly feel like without a significant amount of like community push, it's just gonna stay on the chart and not really get ate up in a sense, right? It's not gonna get bids on it. The best way to do projects and get bids on them. When I say bids, I mean like basically people buying into them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If you find that, like for example, either A, if you hound down the creative, pardon me, if you hound down the what's it called the CT tracker on CoinWave, and basically come out with particular contracts that are pertaining to actual real news, life events, and media, and that 2000 now has a lot more to say, to weight to the game, that rather than coming in with a project that's like out of the blue, because the project out of the blue, like Bobby Blue, BBBOB, if you came in with 20 to 100, not even 20, 20 for sure, 20K, you get bids regardless, because they looking at the market cap and they're thinking, damn, there's like, for example, 100 holders in here and they're holding a 30, 40K floor, compared to there's 2,000 here in this contract and it's holding a 7,000 floor or 8,000, 9,000 floor. And I know the girl, I've seen so many projects already online with it. Who's this guy compared to all the other projects? This is what they're thinking in their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So, all right, one second, brother. Okay. So what was I saying? Remind me what I was saying, brother.
Well, you were just telling me why the Bonnie Blue coin wasn't a great coin, because other people have seen it before. And
yeah, exactly. So what you want to do is you want to essentially focus, since you're specifically working about with 4.95 Sol, you want to focus on specifically what particular project you're putting in front of people's face to be able to expand your, that market cap, because you're going to come in at a low market cap regardless. Like, I would say, think like the floors. Think of like it's half empty rather than half full, right? Think like when I come in with something, it's going to be whatever I come with, and whatever bids is what it's supposed to attract it. And you have, honestly, to be completely frank with you, you have two things you can either do, right? If you do a narrative, a particular project such as a Blue project or any other project that's like that, then you're essentially telling yourself, you're giving yourself literally a 2 to 3 second window for the entire world who's watching on Axiom, Trading, all that stuff, to essentially give you like a quick look to see if they like it or not. And that's it.
Yeah.
Their attention span is like really, really dead. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because you want your wallets to come in as fast as possible, so you're not going to get front ran to your $2,000. But the same token, you don't want to essentially you want to grab your position and just build upon that. You know, if you wanted to build slow, like take the two bands and then basically like every 50, or let's say every 25 to 30 seconds, put in like 0.25 or 0.135 buy. That's one thing, but it's also you're just leaving more and more room for people to come in easily and just leave too, you know. So the main thing is to put into people's faces something they're already looking for. Like the moment, for example, I don't know, hypothetically speaking, let's just throw this out there, but let's just say someone comes, let's just say something happens where like you're just chilling and the news hits and this boom, all of a sudden fucking Trump, or not Trump, but fucking Vance. You know, hopefully this just don't happen because, you know, I'm knocking hard wood, and you know, Discord should be recorded low key. I feel like if I said something like Vance gets shot in the head or something randomly, you know, all of a sudden you're like, oh fuck. But let's say low key, you're kind of low key sick in the head, dead type of dev twisted. Like these motherfuckers have these shit on like standby. Some people in the world have like projects on standby. Like you can literally right now go into Coin Wave and cook up projects and just literally put them on standby and wait for them to happen. And literally, once it happens, you could just boom, hit go, you know? And so you being the first person, for example, with $2,000 worth of, you know, spread around the charts, and came with, you know, no bundle, looks clean. You're the first one on the one to have it, and he literally just got shot, literally boom, 5 seconds ago, and the world started to find out about it. Guess what? Next thing you know it, people are gonna rush the pump fund, and your shit's gonna look like fucking bonded in like seconds. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna even have to pay for decks, and you're gonna get creator fees. You know, so you gotta think smart because you're gonna lose a lot of liquidity building projects when really you could build one momentum and really pay for everything.
All right.
Even if
so what do you recommend I do right now?
Okay, so
because I'm not going to go with the Bonnie Blue. I'm not going to go with the Bonnie Blue then, because I'm going to take your advice.
Yeah, I would just. So what I would do is, if I would either choose two tactics. Either I would decide if I was going to either be A or B, which is LARP or not LARP. That'll help me determine the next move. If I was, I'll give you both sides. If I was doing LARP, live action roleplay, then I would be particularly looking at, like, for example, 1 hour streams from 2017, 18, 19, 20, and trying to find something that people were doing something that, like, for example, a dog or for example, a guy in a cage, like he couldn't like get to the computer where he can talk, because the moment that you go live streaming, the people were like, oh, say this, say that, you know, and trying to prove if you're real or not. But if you're in a fucking cage with a dog thing, you can superimpose like the actual ticker on the wall using, like I showed you, Higgsfield, and then it looks like a situation. And there's a man in a cage with a fucking dog thing on. He can't say the pump one or whatever the ticker. It could go because that's called LARP. Next thing you know it, people are buying into it, even though you put $2,000 into it. They're amused by the actual story, and they know for a fact he can't say the word for it, but the fact that there's a freaking card that says pump on the table that was actually superimposed by editing. See, that's LARP. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know it goes high, drop the contract down. Next thing you know, 2,000 is worth, you know, 20,000. You sell all your positions, the charts flame down, and then you throw up a little small video that says you just got farmed. You know, that's a LARP play, right? Or you could do a non-LARP play, which requires more work, but it also is good. You could literally go outside your house, find a particular person. For example, I'll give you an example. A project's going right now. Person's cancer. Find a person that has cancer. Like, find a GoFundMe person, a particular person that needs help. Onboard them in the salon and tell them about your project idea. Say you want to do a stream with them. You talk a deal where maybe they get percentage of the creator fees. Next thing you know it, they go live and they tell the story. They're engaging with the chat. You know, you're doing a real project now. It might have not it might not go to like high as the LARP play because the guy's not in a dog cage, but at the same token, your creator fees are going to be better. Probably the chart will go longer. You might make, if not more, it's the same. But it's gonna take longer just because it's a real project and people want to know if vet the guy, talk to the guy, is he real? What's his cancer like? So that's just like A B split. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to give you that. It's up to you on how you want to do it. But yeah.
So I guess I go LARP.
Yeah, it's up to you.
LARP would be. What is it? What would you be? Well, go ahead.
I said.
What were you gonna say?
I just teach everything. Everybody could take whatever they wanted with it. That's how 29 came to the table. He literally came with open arms and stuff. And then he just went to start to the LARP. Some people though, and I teach, the guys they do other plays. So I don't care as long as you guys make your money.
Yeah. So what is it when you see something on the news or whatever? What's that considered? Like when you see somebody get shot, like
CT news, crypto Twitter news, and that's not LARP. That's just a real project. Like literally, that's just a community play. Community buy. They're trying to buy something happen, and somebody wants to buy it. Next thing you know, it's like, oh damn, it's at 100K, it's at 500K. Like boom. Oh my god, I can see why this thing can be at 4 million by the end of the night. Let's buy more into it. That's what happened. Just a lot of like action into it. It could be like tomorrow Trump decides to dye his hair like bleach like white. Next thing you know, that's gonna sin.
So what do you recommend to make money right now? Just to make a little bit of just to see the profit increase. Like what little projects do you think I could do right now to make this money? Because I want to do, if possible, I want to do a bundle with you. If you're down to do it, I mean.
For sure. I'm gonna tell you what I did, because for me, I always liked using like you're playing cards at hand and not trying to like over exaggerate yourself if you don't. I personally, to be frank with you, I live in a place called Las Vegas, so there's a lot of different things happening, gambling and like casinos and whatnot. So what I did personally is I went and I looked online. I said, okay, like what would be something that would be entertaining for people to see online that would also represent crypto? And so as you know, there's things such as like for example, like that whole quote unquote runner, the idea of that guy running on a treadmill.
The guy on the treadmill.
It symbolizes also like a running, like chart, like running, a runner. So there's like a kind of like mutual like respect there. As far as crypto goes. So what I did, I was like, let me find something that was like a bull run, like a bull. All right, let me see if I could find like an actual mechanical bull. Like that'd be interesting to see live stream a coin, a mechanical bull, call it like bull run or bull, and then let me also get girls to like come on stream and literally ride the bull. Like literally that shit should go ape. And yes. That's easy to find, and whether it be for me, it'd be easy because it's Vegas. But the mind shit's so crazy that I'm about to find this probably in a week or two once I get my gear. But I literally found the bull. I called the bar up, and the bull's so crazy. The bull's actually a fucking penis. It's a penis bull. It's a fucking mechanical penis bull, bro. And so I'm like, yo, this is gonna go ape on Pump Fun. Like it's crazy. So. You have shit in your backyard. It just depends on where you are and how things are. But there's shit literally walking around. This guy literally made $560. I kid you not, which is about 2.2 soul or something like that. By sleeping in his car. He was laying like commission. Like he didn't buy nothing besides just commission of his creator coins. And so. At the end of the day, at this point on Pump Fun specifically, everything's been kind of changed to the narrative of either two worlds or three worlds theoretically. One, and you have to choose one of the three. I feel like honestly, if you try to niche market down, you'll just kind of be going against the grain rather than kind of going downhill. Right? So you either have three like jerseys we either put on, or you could put them all three on at the same time. But it's up to you. One, obviously, and I'm not talking about LARP or non-LARP. I'm talking about like three things. One would be like CT, right? Crypto Twitter news. So that's like obviously news feed stuff, right? That's one. Two would be live streams, like whether it be LARP or non-LARP. It's just streaming specifically to be able to bring attention, because there's literally lots of people eyeballs on charts. Like when they're real, 800 people are in that motherfucker quick, and that shit turns quick, like. Whatever. So like that's one. So that's two, like so streams, CT, and the third thing would be specifically like community plays. Like when I say community plays, it would be, for example, um, all right. So here's an example. There's one that says like unstable killing, and there's one that says like the last play. Like these things, like
Yeah.
these kind of like narratives give community behind it. Like the last play, or for example, another one would be like um retirement coin, you know, like that already
Okay.
says you're like, oh, I get the idea under the narrative, like I'm gonna retire off this play. That's a community. So you build it off, you build it and create it off as like this is supposed to be a community situation. Now the thing about those is those usually are embedded with alpha groups, like certain like alphas such as like, you know, potion, fucking I have shocked, like I have all these fuckers groups, but like basically they kind of set a narrative for the group. Like my Discord group, I have like 2,000 people in there. I could be like, yo, everybody, let's create a fucking community coin, you know, called it like the Cabal coin, or like, you know, Cabal retirement plan, or Cabal 401k. Oh, that's perfect, Cabal 401k. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, people would
Yeah.
understand it, and so everybody in our community bought at a small price, and next thing you know it, like everybody's like, you know, eating off this one particular growth of that particular project. So yeah, that would be the pretty much you know, full gist of everything for you,
The
brother.
route, yeah, the routes you can take.
Yep,
Um,
yep, absolutely. But how did you get your the VPS in there?
the VPS is in there. The coin wave is not connecting.
What? Oh,
It's
the
not the
devices.
product. The product key's not working.
Gotcha. So you gotta reach out to the ticket, because I don't have any access to their shit. But
Yeah,
put a
yeah,
ticket
yeah.
in there, let them know what's going on, and in the meanwhile,
Where do I go? Their Discord or?
yes, sir. Yeah, you're gonna want to hit up on their Discord, and in the meanwhile, just let me know on my tickets. You know, once you are actually logged in, so that way, we could get you like, you know, access to VPS. You just got a 3 day, right? You just got a 3 day with them.
Yeah, I just got the 3 day with them. So yeah, I only have 3 days to
So
work with it.
So I have an idea. I'm gonna try to work and get you like a free VPS, because I know you're only working with so much liquidity anyways, and so have you ever heard of Solana Vibe Station?
No, I never heard of it.
So they're good friends and buddies of mine. Back in the day, we used to also do business, but they're pretty known in the trenches. Solana Vibe Station is a VPS, like actual, you know, they do VPS. I'm sorry, not sorry VPS, my bad. My bad, nodes. They do
Yeah.
nodes. So let me send you there from the Discord shit, cause and just talk to, I think his name's Jay. Say Warren sent you, and see if you can get like a 24 48 hour like node. It might like give you a 72 hour, but just like I get a pass for like a little tester. So I'm gonna send you the website now.
Like a tester node.
Yep, there you go.
Awesome. That'd be awesome, bro.
Yep, yes sir. And then you go to that website. You can go to the Discord from there too. Bada bing,
All
bada
right.
boom. Yeah. So that way I can, like, you know, just at least get you up and running in that regard, because right now we're kind of like locked with the whole coin wave situation. But I did record everything. I got about an hour for us, so that way you can have it for your disposal once you get your coin wave activated.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I'm using the user ID. It's not doing it.
Not doing it. Yeah, hit them up. They're pretty good. Just they're probably gonna be on in the morning. But once they get you in there, then just hit me up with my tickets, and then I'll be able to assist you any other way I can too.
All right. So you're down to? Are you down to do a launch with me?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's down. Let's down. I'll help you out with that. It also is good for the channel as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I appreciate you, bro. Like you're like I'm putting all my faith in this, bro. This is the one, because I messed it up by myself. So
I got you. Let's
I've gone through. Remember, I showed you the other guy I was following, but
yes,
you've got better content.
I appreciate.
He's not giving all the information.
Yeah, you know, hopefully what you learned today was valuable. Did you learn anything from hopefully what I was talking about, or I was just
Oh yeah, for sure. I got a better understanding of all this. But basically, what I want to do is I'm going to come up with a coin,
okay?
a better coin idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Do that, you know, and like I said, you don't have too much time. You remember those main things too, you know. As far as either community, CT. Honestly, if I was you in your position, like I would try to just to fucking once you get in, of course, hawk the CT tracker and see if you could come out with specifically coins that can be in specific narratives on CT news, and do the best you can to probably put like a little bit more weight into the dev wallet, because that'll help you from actually and what happens is when you buy with it, that we would basically sell like 25 to 50% of the dev wallet right off top, just so you could, like, with the snipers, try to make some funds. Like, I've literally made like one soul in like 10 seconds with by just doing that from the snipers. So I think it's no smarter, not harder, is better sometimes.
All right.
Yeah.
What if I had like almost like 3,000, close to 3,000?
So I say right
Better.
now, I'll tell you right now, like what I did last week. So just so you have an average understanding, and that'll kind of give you hopefully a gauge. What we did is a project where we launched it for 37.5 soul, but I'll say let's average for 35 soul average. I think we're looking at about $8,000. That took about 60% of the floor. So
Okay.
grand gauge, you got 60% of the floor. That market cap, however, got us to about give or take 20,000 market cap with $8,000. So I would imagine with $2,000, your market cap would be like 6, 7, $8,000, like in that ballpark, which is still very low for people to be like, is this, why would I want to buy this? So you essentially want immediately to be like, I have to buy this. Since your market cap is not so low, the main thing you want the people to say when you drop this is, I have to buy this. Not like, I buy this, but no, I have to. And that's what CT plays do. When someone dies or something happens, it's like, no, regardless, I have to have this.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So that's the best way to play it. Whatever happens.
Or if you're like me and you're a grinder, like honestly, I feel like even no matter how much shit people talk about him, 29 is a grinder. He literally will do 9 times out of 10 what most people won't do, which is literally go outside their house and find the play and bring it to pump fun. So doing the homeless play, he did that shit without a fucking actual coin wave bundle at all. And so he literally had to go outside and think of like, to have that mind state, it just takes a type of man. Like, yes, he now he's paid for it, but it just takes a different type of mind state to literally like, what kicks me in my comfort, in my own zone, in my like penthouse, to go out to a homeless person and bring him into this fucking world of pump. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what it takes. So for me, I'm like that too. I got that spirit soul. Like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. But I'm not into the LARP shit with that. I rather invest $5,000 and then go out and actually shoot cancer patients that are like real people, that are real stories, and get real creative fees, and let the project ride for like 4, 5, 10 days, even if it's like 150, 200K market cap. That's a shitload of buy and sells, because people really care about the person. So that's just me basically. You know what I'm saying? But like, to each his own.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, you gave me a lot to think about.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, just trigger your mind so that way you have everything active, so that way this tool is just one small piece to the main huge infrastructure that could happen,
All right, for sure. So I got the VPS for a month.
Yes, sir.
I got almost 3,000 soul to play with. And then
you have 3,000.
I'm gonna do it. You said
3,000 soul, but yeah, I got.
Yeah, $3,000. $3,000.
That 3,000 soul, that'd be like
yeah, then we can do something big. But no, I got like $3,000.
Yeah, that's about $600,000 right there.
Yeah. No, I got almost $3,000. I'm gonna do this. Hit up Solana Vibe Station and tell them that you sent me, and see what I can get from them, and then yeah, I'll think of a coin idea. So you said hit you up tomorrow?
Yeah, just drop it on the tickets. I'll keep it open, and once you have talked with the good old boys at CoinWave, and then once they got you in, I'd love to, see what I can help you with. I'm usually here at the computer, but like I said, I'm going to be not here for long. I'm going to be jumping in the field, going live with these motherfuckers soon once I get that backpack. So, hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I don't know what happened. Shit.
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That was weird.
You know, I think what happened is on my phone, I was typing something in direct DMs, or it's called the Discord, and it went to someone
Yeah.
else's fucking Discord. No, but
Oh
yeah,
shit.
basically, you're good. But yeah, man, I went ahead and recorded everything. I'll get it over to you by the end of the day for you too.
That sounds good. Sounds good, brother.
Thank
So
you so
yeah,
much,
I'm
man.
gonna.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you for your time, brother. And yeah, I'm gonna hit up Coinwave, and thank you for being willing to do the pump with me, or the bundle with me with on Coinwave.
Let's do it, man. This sounds like
I'll
a
hit
good
you up.
plan. And
I'm gonna think of a coin. I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna hit up, and then I'm gonna hit up Coinwave, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get this going.
bada bing, bada boom. Let's rock and roll.
All right, brother. Thank you very much for your time.
God bless, brother. Talk to you soon.